Good afternoon, Westwood, and welcome to Russ Downs Field for a TVL large matchup versus the visiting Holliston Panthers and your Westwood Wolverines. And folks, we have two very special guests. We have Ryan Marsh, in addition to Evan Cardomino. I am Morgan Donahue, and delighted to bring Westwood Media Center action to you folks, as it is an absolute gorgeous day. Ryan, how are we feeling today? You know, can't ask for a better day.
Great to be here. Loved getting the call. Happy to be out here. This is, dare I say, one of my first Westwood High boys baseball games. So I'm excited to be here and ready to get going.
Well, you bring good luck, my friend, as we made the trek out to Falmouth during the round of 8 and helped will our Westwood Wolverines to the Final Four. What a game that was. And, it's just, we've already seen some great games this season, and now we're into the spring season.
I know. Same look, same crew, but a different season. And I was saying it's kind of nice to be outside under the sun we love the bright lights. That Falmouth game was one to remember forever. So
I can't
locked in.
I can't wait till July, August, put it on the outdoor TV, after 18
exactly.
holes, And that's a game that, is going to be one we'll remember for a while. And a lot of similarities, as Ryan said. We got a lot of hockey players on this baseball team. There's a Sullivan, there's a Donovan. We've said their names a bunch of times, and we've called their brothers as well. But this is what it's all about, folks. Two TVL large teams, two teams that are typically the favorites. Last year, Evan, if you remember, it came down to these two in the home game late in the season for the Wolverines. They had to beat them to become TVL large champs. They did, and I'd imagine that it's going to be very similar to this year. It's still somewhat kind of in the throw of the TVL schedule. Westwood only has one loss thus far in the TVL schedule, but this is a must-win game, this part of the season when it comes to playing against these two. So starting for the Wolverines, Patrick Hunt on the mound. He's speaking with senior captain John Bertone, the future Bentley Falcon. And they're just having one extra couple words before we're ready to get things underway.
We had a great view down here, down the right field line.
Yes.
We're going to have to keep our head on the swivels, be on our toes a little bit for any foul balls or anything.
There's a magnet out here. Evan and I have actually had to make a couple plays. There's been a couple potential Sports Center top 10s that we've made with the bare hand, especially no glove. Not bragging or anything, but always ready. And we have the lawn chairs out here, so just a veteran move now by us, where we've done enough games standing up and feeling back pain that the lawn chairs, I think, is quite the noble and just smart decision, I'd say.
I feel like we could get a crew out here. Like this is just the four of us at the moment, but in time when this builds up,
100%.
we'll have a squad out
Get
here.
a couple rows going.
Yeah, exactly.
Maybe a little grill behind us too. And we are ready to get underway here. Cosgrove going to lead it off for the Panthers. Cosgrove is the center fielder, speedy guy. As Patrick Hunt is ready on the hill. The first pitch, and he gets a swing and a miss. Now,
Love
couldn't
it.
tell,
Come
was that
out
an off
swinging.
speed?
I don't know. Come out swinging.
Yeah.
You don't see that every day.
Yeah.
Jump on that first pitch.
Always great for the pitcher, get that first pitch strike. That one is in the air and is popped up. It is kind of in no man's land, but Wolverine's able to, the ball hits the ground in play, so that is going to be a hit. That's one of the toughest plays to make, is when it's right in between the infielders and the outfielders, and most likely the infielders got to try and make that play, but difficult one.
Yeah, and you're just waiting for someone to take charge. I would hope there in that play, the right fielder would just say, it's mine, I'm coming in. These guys are coming towards us, they're coming backwards. He's got the best look. That was what the definition of a tweener, though.
Totally.
Dropped right between all three of them, but no one was talking. Someone's got to yell out and take control of that.
Kaplan's got to cover a lot of ground to get there, but it's also like, first baseman, second baseman, that pitch is fouled off to the left. You got to basically make a play with your head shaking, running backwards, and locate it and try and make a basket catch, which is very, very difficult.
Pedroia-esque.
I'll tell you what, you make that play, you're on the radar for a potential Westwood High Hall of Famer, because that's that type of athlete to make those look easy. Checking it on first, and Cosgrove gets back safely. We got in the field for the Wolverines, Teddy McGowan, sophomore at first base, Ryan Petrus at second, Brendan Senjic at shortstop, and Jake Abdu at third. Behind the plate, John Bertone, as we mentioned on the mound, Patrick Hunt. And Cosgrove's going. Ball is in play. Going to be played by Senjic. On to first. In time. Cosgrove was able to advance to second, so it was a well-executed hit and run, be able to get that runner to second in scoring position with 1 out.
I like the direction there. I was just talking to Riley about that. She was asking all the numbers that were being yelled. Everyone screamed 1 on that play because the leadoff guy was already there. You got to assume he's fast, get the out, move on.
So cerebral, and having 8 other players out there, and your bench included, to tell you, kind of help cover your blind spots. Such a interesting sport. Oh, that's the off-speed pitch right there, and gets a nice swing and miss. Curved ball there for Hunt.
Throwing strikes out of the gate too, which you always, no freebies. But Holliston's come out swinging. They're aggressive style.
That's a great point you make with so key to throw strikes. Bob Hoffer, who's the pitching coach here, he was the pitching coach when I played, and I got shelled one game. And it was against Sandwich. It must have been like 4 or 5 runs. He goes, hey, it was actually pretty good. You threw strikes. And I said, hey, this guy's a positive guy.
Let your fielders do the work if they're not hitting it over their heads.
Well, he was going a long way. There was a lot of mileage that was being picked up off of my pitching. So Cosgrove at second. Salmon up at the plate. That ball is in play. Liner is going to land. Cosgrove's being waved around. And a great throw by Warren, a 1-hopper right to Bertone, keeps Cosgrove at third and may have saved a run.
Absolutely saved a run. Great piece of hitting. It looked like he was halfway down the line and the coach stopped him. So I think it was a smart play. I think the throw had him. It was there.
Remember that play, because if the Wolverines get 2 outs and get out of the inning, they saved a run with that play. I mean, he played that beautifully, and it was right where cutoff was too. So really well-executed play there by Warren. And now you got to keep an eye on the first and third situation. So do they have the runner at first go? What do? Do you throw it, or do you just eat it?
There's an endless amount of options
Yes,
in that play. You just decide.
It'll keep you up at night if you think about all of them. And the runner is going to go. That is a strike. Nope, he went about halfway, and I think he was trying to get into a pickle. Sometimes you see the intentional pickle.
Or you're trying to figure out what they're going to do. Are they going to throw it? Is the shortstop going to come in? They're going to throw it all the way down. You're trying to get a read off what their strategy is with that play. I wouldn't be surprised to watch him go the full way here.
Yeah. So that first pitch was a strike. Second pitch, beautiful. Runner's going. They're actually going to give it a shot. Tagged him. Got him. Huge play. As not only did they get the out, but runner stays on third. Massive. Johnny Bertone.
Now you got 2 strikes, so you're in a totally situation. He's got him 0-2, pitcher's count, 2 outs. Sneak out of this inning.
And great tag, I believe, Senjik on the tag. It wasn't, I think he had to catch the 1-hop, then tag. But what a play. And that is fouled off, heading our way towards the tennis courts. Ooh, that was close. My goodness, what a play. And what an execution. I mean, that's a lot of risk trying to throw it down, and the runner could sneak in on the back door. He stayed out at second, and there we go. Swing and a miss, and the Wolverines get out of the inning. As we said, remember that play. Chase Warren saved the run. Wolverines get the second out on a pickoff, trying to steal second, and then strike out to end the inning. What a play. We'll be right back. Wolverines about to get their at-bats after a terrific top half of the inning. They had a lot of great things. Strikeout, we saw a throw out, a runner stealing, and then great play made by Chase Warren to keep the runner from scoring on a strong throw from center field. And now the Wolverines will get their at-bats. Going to lead off is Ryan Petrus, second baseman. The number 2 pitcher for the Wolverines, too, off to a great start on the mound. Ryan, I understand his sister, a hockey player?
I believe so. Don't confirm me on that,
yeah.
but yeah, no, Sarah, she's a couple years older than Riley, but played a few games together.
I think I saw her name on the roster for the U12 team.
Yes.
That had the big deep run the playoffs. That's a called ball. And folks, we got Ryan Marsh with us, but this man is the long drive champ from the Westwood Athletic Alumni Golf Tournament the other day on a very tough hole, 18. A lot of pressure. You got to hit a long one and a straight one. There's not much fairway to work with.
I had the benefit of about 20 miles an hour of wind at my back, is what I'll say.
Did you put it in the back of your stance, a little snap draw on it, or?
I did my Rory, wider stance,
Yes.
teed up a little higher. That's
Front shoulder
that's
up.
my go-to. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. So back-to-back strikes by Ford to Petrus, and it's a 2-2 count. The lefty, that's an off-speed pitch, gets the strikeout. That was a beautiful curveball, Barry Zito-esque right there. I'm gonna just keep saying, players from our era,
I was gonna say that's my only gripe about this location is we can't argue balls and strikes because we can't really see.
Oh, you know what? I could see the level. So if the level, I give the benefit of the doubt. If it's like, under the number, above the knees, that's a strike to me. And Warren's gonna take a first pitch strike, lefty on lefty matchup here. Warren gonna be the quarterback of the future for the Wolverines next year when he's a junior. Got some glimpses of him this year. He is going to be a fantastic quarterback as he chops that down to first base, and stepping on the bag is Leak for the second out, so 2 quick outs.
In the 5 minutes of pitching analysis, as we had the Holliston pitcher right in front of us warming up, it looks like he's throwing a fastball, curveball, and change. So he's got 3 pitches in his arsenal.
Kind of looks like a
Complete guess.
Chris Sale.
Oh yeah.
Got that Chris
He's
Sale
tall.
look to him.
He's
Yeah.
Very, very tall.
Wiry, nice wiry pitch, good fastball, some movement. Johnny Bertone coming to the plate. That one gets away. Johnny Bertone last year, Ryan, in the playoffs, hit himself we called it a splash ball. He hit the volleyball, beach volleyball court.
Nice. Love that.
He's not afraid to hit
A couple guys
a
in
long one.
kayaks out there.
Yeah,
chasing
yeah,
it down.
exactly. We saw 2 happen in back-to-back innings. And this is not really a hitter-friendly ballpark. This is you got to get a pretty good poke. And there's typically a consistent wind too that's swirling.
I was asking what the team is chanting over there, and I just kind of
just a little chatter.
sounds,
Yeah,
just random sounds. Let's go.
It's like words of encouragement for their guy, which coming from the Wolverine bench for Johnny Bertone, but it's showing a little life. You want to show a little life, as coach will say sometimes. Show some life over here.
Little energy.
Yeah, that's a good look there. So good eye by Bertone. So it is. I am relying on. It looks like 3 balls and 1 strike for John Bertone. He's the type of hitter who will probably get the green light here if he likes it. He does. His swing, good cut there. I think he got a foul tip on that one. But as mentioned, John Bertone going to be playing next year at Bentley University. Bentley, a top 20 team right now in the country for Division II. Bright future for John. That is hit towards right field. Right fielder trying to track it, and that lands in play. Bertone on his way to second, and he is going to get there. A nice slide. So heads up play by Bertone to run it out, and then to get to second base with 2 outs.
Zero hesitation, flying out of the box. That's how he got there.
Ryan, gotta love that he came out of the box. A lot of people stay there and wait for it to land, and then they go to first, and that's it.
Again, couldn't really tell from here, but it must have just dropped right inside the line.
It's just in the line.
About half a foot.
Evan's saying half a foot, but that's a big play. I mean, all it takes is a single now. You got Brendan Senjic who can put the ball in play.
We used to always say trade places. Tell the batter, all right, trade
Yeah.
places, back-to-back doubles. Trade places with them.
The Westwood dads used to love saying, you got a duck on the pond. Trading Places, great movie, by the way. You see that with Eddie Murphy and Aykroyd? Classic. That would be a movie if they did a remake of. I would be disappointed if it was, average, like Roadhouse.
We'd watch
wasn't
it.
great,
Yeah,
but
we'd watch it.
I watched it. You get timeout called. And this is the game within the game. When you see the timeouts called, you hear your bench.
Bertone's got him thinking, got him guessing. That's all you need to do. Just distract him a little bit from what he's got to do.
We've been saying this.
Helping your batter.
Bertone is not the fastest guy on the team as the pitcher steps off, and Bertone's smart all over it. So what you're seeing now is catcher going to come out, talk to the pitcher as well as the shortstop. Is John being able to see the signals? Do they need to change things up? And this is the game within the game. But John is, we've been talking about, he's a nuisance on the base path. He is constantly getting attention from the pitcher and the catcher. He'll elicit throws. He's quite a guy. He's a guy that is very effective on the base path. So I think 1 ball to Senjik. Big lead by Bertone. Takes a big secondary lead as well as Senjik takes a strike.
I was trying to tell Riley and just the younger girls like that are learning softball, like it's all about activity. If you watch every player, they're moving in between every pitch. You're bouncing, you're up and down, you're thinking about what to do, where to go.
Yeah.
Same thing around the base path. Distract them. Just let them know you're there. It's like hockey. Let them know you're there.
Oh yeah. If you're thinking about too many things at once, and that ball comes to you, it's hard to make the right play. And that ball's going to get away. Bertone is going to jog to third. Okay. Wolverines will have a pass ball away from scoring a run. So, I mean, anything can happen when you're on third base. You put the pressure on the catcher to keep everything in front of him now. So it doesn't even take a single at this point. You know, a couple factors where Bertone can come around, but big play for Bertone to make his way to third. There is 2 strikes, though, to Senjik. And that ball is in play. Shortstop going to get the glove on it, throw on to first, and they're going to get out of the inning. So great job by the shortstop, gets out of the inning, and we are still scoreless after 1. You're watching Westwood Media Center coverage of Westwood Baseball.
I grew up right here in Islington, wearing the green and white for Westwood High. And those years taught me that every role matters. The unsung heroes, they complete the team. And that's at the heart of Neroli. From the cooks, to the servers, to the dishwashers, we're a team, delivering authentic Italian dishes to our community. I'm proud to sponsor our hometown teams, every player grinding it out, because I've been there. Teamwork built me, it built Neroli, and it's building Islington. So come join us for dinner, and let's cheer on our teams together.
Westwood High School Sports, brought to you by Neroli Ristorante, authentically Italian, and Arch Orthodontics, creating generations of beautiful smiles with expert orthodontic care.
Welcome back. Scoreless after 1. Panthers right back up to the plate. As both teams able to get out of their half inning with some nice plays, some nice baseball. It's what you like to see this time of year.
Ooh, and that's a hit. Hit by pitch to lead off the inning. Number 1 for the Panthers, looks to be okay, but it's not how you want to start the inning if you're Patrick Hunt.
Nope, but you know what? It's got a runner on first where potential double play and whatnot. So you look at what you have, what is available, and try and get out of the inning as quickly and fast as you can. Ground ball with this type of infield, they can certainly turn double play.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it before. A through ball into the outfield can be a double easily at this field.
And bunting, so right up to Hunt. Hunt's going to throw to first. McGowan taps the bag and get the first out as the Panther runner advances to second.
You know, that's what you want if you're Holliston, though. Get a runner in scoring position here and, you know, just advance your runners, you know.
So Roach advances to second on the bunt by Snyder, which is going to bring up Morrow. Morrow, remember that name, Evan? Running back from, I think he was a Defensive Player of the Year, though.
Yes.
From a linebacker standpoint, a heck of a player.
Yep, Defensive Player of the Year in the Tri-Valley League Large for Holliston from football. Was also had a strong first quarter against the Wolverines in the Thanksgiving Day game. Out with an injury, though, at that game, or at least limited.
Beautiful pitch by Hunt. Back-to-back pitches.
But Max Morrow, a heck of an athlete for the Panthers, and a name we definitely recognize when we were looking at the roster today. So
2 strikes, no balls. Runner on second is Roach. Morrow at the plate. He gets the swing and miss. Patrick Hunt, beautiful. Good morning, good afternoon, good night. 3 pitches, strikeout for Patty Hunt.
What a way to recover if you're Patrick Hunt too. You know, first pitch, you hit it by pitch, get the runner on first. Then you get a quick out in the field, and then you get a quick 3 strikeout right there. That's huge for him. Just turn around, recover from that early inning mishap, and he has a favorable situation for him now at the plate.
So Bellinson up at the plate. That one is popped up. It's going to stay in play. Hunt going to get under it. And Evan, look at that.
Way to recover, Patrick.
First batter got hit and figured, you know, is this going to be what innings? They got out of it quickly. So 1, 2, 3 right after the hit batter. Wolverines going to get their share and their opportunity up at the plate. Teddy McGowan going to lead it off for the Wolverines.
Morgan, I was watching him in batting practice today when I got here. This game started a little late for our viewers, but I was watching Teddy McGowan in batting practice. And folks, watch out. He's due. He's ready. He got a couple big hits at the end of batting practice there at the fence, center field. Expect to see him
That's a sharply hit ball down the left field line, and that is fair. So a leadoff single for Teddy. And he gets on. And Evan, what a prediction. I mean, he's been tearing the cover off the ball this year and keeping that going.
He's itching. You can tell by the way he hits. He hits with a bit of anger. Hits with a bit of like
vicious
to it. Yeah, he's vicious with it. And you can tell he wants to get a big hit. He has the power to do so. If he had just gotten a little more air on that, I mean, that could have been deep into left field. But overall, that's exactly what I expected to see out of him today. I expect to see him get a lot of big hits this game.
And we got the pitcher, Patrick Hunt, up at the plate. Fouls that one over the backstop. Nice cut there.
First one in the parking lot today.
So McGowan taking in the signals from head coach Brian Whalen. That's how you want to start your inning. Get a leadoff hitter on.
Absolutely.
McGowan's got some speed and he's going. They're going to check in on first. He's off the second. He gets there in time.
He got
That is speed right there. Not easy to do. Typically when the pitcher's throwing a first and you're going, you're kind of caught in no man's land, but he had the speed to get there.
Well, the other thing that really helped is that the pitcher threw to first and he took off. He got it, He timed it right. As soon as the pitcher turned his body, he took off and he threw to first. And that right there helped him a little bit. If the pitcher hesitated and turned and got to second, you know, he would have been out.
There's no hesitation in him though. So, you know, kudos to him to just keep going. You know, at that point, he had a big lead. He got a good start. And that's the advantage of the lefty is they can kind of delay and throw it to first. And that is ripped down the left field line. That is in play. Coming around is McGowan. He's going to put on the brakes. And that's a single by Hunt. We're going to have runners at first and third with no outs. Nice single there by the pitcher, Patty Hunt.
Something that Westwood's doing really good is when they're on second base, they're getting in Holliston's head. They're, you know, playing some mind games. It's the mental game, the game within the game that you talk about. The pitcher spent a solid 10 seconds just looking at McGowan and just trying to figure out what's he going to do. And McGowan took off, timed it perfectly, and, you know, now in scoring position from third. But
so Hunt is going to stay on the base path. I love to see it. Old school right here. Typically you'll see sometimes courtesy runner as Matty Donovan up at the plate. Matty Nails Donovan. Got the nickname Nails from when he was able to get a shoot in the 70s in the playoffs to help the Wolverines get to a state championship. That took nails.
It does.
Just guts. And the pitch there, call strikes. 1 ball, 1 strike. Got McGowan at third. You got Hunt at first. No outs.
Matty Donovan also had a solid batting practice today as well.
Yeah.
Got here when he was there. He had a couple rips, so keep an eye on him. But like you mentioned, big season this past year as well in hockey. So, you know, he's a big contributor in that team. Looking to contribute here in baseball. That's coming our way.
That is very high. That is out of play, and I don't think they can play it when it's out of play.
Cannot.
So that is going to be foul. And Evan, we're going to test the microphones. Oh, Holliston's going to get it? Okay, no.
I guess we're not going to be
We're not going to test the microphones.
No, but, you know, I think the 50 feet over there would have been a good range. So
yeah.
I think you're.
Yeah, we tested the other day, folks. Evan was behind the home run fence in the softball game, and I was right by the dugout.
Just left center field.
Was clear.
Yeah.
That is ripped by Donovan. It's going to land for a hit. McGowan scores. Hunt's going to stop at second. And a RBI single by Matty Donovan, pride of the Maze.
Exactly what you need if you're the Wolverines there. Now up 1 run here, and you got 2 runners on. So you keep your 2 runners on. You have take a 1-0 lead here, and huge to find your bats, getting them going. And, you know, it started with that Teddy McGowan hit.
Matty Donovan started the season off as kind of a utility guy, you know, guy who can go out late in the game, run, you know, you need him in the field or whatnot. He has since got himself into the mix, playing outfield now, and, you know, that's going to help the cause right there, getting a big hit, RBI hit, and showing bunt is Dylan Kaplan. right fielder for the Wolverines. He is playing opposite corner outfield of Matt Donovan, who is playing left field.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Maureen, but this is they're still at 0 outs right now in this inning.
Still 0 outs, yep.
So great opportunity for Kaplan here to help
Yeah.
the Wolverine effort. You know, a single
This
here
is
could.
smart. This is small ball that Wayne likes to play. You get a bunt down, and that's a strike called there. So it's going to be 2 strikes. Most likely won't be bunting now, but you know, Brian Whalen, always known for playing small ball. You advance those runners to second and third, you know, and you want to manufacture runs. That's how you get things going. You get a couple runs by, and then that's when you can open up a game, is when you start to get some on the board.
And a single can do it here.
So 2-strike pitch to Kaplan, and he's going to take strike 3 looking. So strike 3 will be the first out, and it's going to bring up Jake Abdu, the impressive freshman for the Wolverines, Pride of the Maze. Did I say that, Evan?
I think.
Have I said that today already? Well, we got a couple. We got Matty Donovan, Pride of the Maze, on first. We got Jake Abdu, Pride of the Maze. And also, you know who's on the who got the call up is Colin Johnson, Pride of the Maze. And first pitch strike called. I think it might have been a check swing, but it was a strike regardless.
But yeah, so a lot of Maze athletes on this team here for the Wolverines, and Jake Abdu, like you mentioned, the impressive freshman, having a great season already. You know, it says a lot about a guy who's playing varsity level as a freshman, getting good, meaningful reps against meaningful teams.
That's a ball in play. That's a potential double play ball. Going to step on this bag at second and safe at first. Nice hustle there by Abdu to keep the inning alive, and also allow Hunt to advance to third. So Donovan out at second. The hustle by Abdu makes it just 1 out. So Wolverines will have runners at third and first with 2 outs.
Yeah, it's a good hustle there because, you know, I mentioned too, if they turn the double play, that's it. You're still alive here. You still have a chance to get one more run and create a little cushion for yourself. And, you know, great hustle by Abdu there. You know, a lot of runners, sometimes when they see a ground ball right there, they might choke up just a bit, hesitate a bit. He doesn't there, and he gets there and gets safe. And we are calling time here. It looks like they're calling for the trainer.
Not sure where.
I am not sure where as well.
That pitch is fouled by Petrus down the left side.
We'll have to get the scoop from Mike Mao in a second here.
Hi.
Up there.
0-0. 0-0 in the girls' game. Got Mike Mao with us.
Top of the
Top
third.
of the third. As the Wolverines, 1 run across, looking to add to that. 2 outs here, runners on first and third. Pitch from Ford. He's going to actually check in on first. That's a balk.
That's a balk.
So we're going to get a run here, folks, as Hunt is going to score from third, and Abdu going to advance to second. So it's always something to keep an eye on. The lefties do have the advantage when it comes to trying to pick off players, but they have to make sure their motion is going towards the base. If they have any hesitation towards home and they look to first, that's a balk. And that was a balk there, and the right call
Yeah,
made by the umpire.
it was a pretty clear balk there as well. You saw the hesitation there, and I think he actually caught it himself when he faked the throw to first. He didn't make it. He just held on to it, and I think he knew in that moment that he had balked. And
No argument by anyone.
no.
The pitcher, the coach, everyone, it was kind of obvious. And it's a strike there called on Petrus. So with the balk, the Wolverines are able to go up 2-0, get that run across, and also have Abdu on second with 2 outs. Petrus does have 2 strikes, no balls, 2 strikes. Pitch from Ford. Petrus following off as a stay in play.
does.
And that is a fair ball.
That's huge.
So that's a hit there, infield hit by Petrus. Great hustle. I mean, Ford went out to play it, and it may have been working its way towards the line. We can't tell from over here, but when you make that commitment, you know, it's a fair ball.
It was. I think that's what he kind of was kicking himself over, too. He picked it up, and I think had he left it, it would have gone foul. And instead, you know, Petrus with some wheels gets there at first and, you know, made a play out of it and got himself out of a pickle. He was looking at 2 strikes with 2 outs on.
Yeah, no balls, 2 strikes.
That's a pitcher's situation, and
yeah,
you stay
did a
alive
good job
for
of staying
another bat.
alive and fouling off a tough pitch. That's a sign of a good hitter. As Warren up at the plate took a first pitch strike. He's got a piece of that one down the left field line. That's going to be foul. Might hit the bus. Nope. Hit the fence. Protected by the fence. So that's 2 quick strikes now to Warren. As Ford looking to get out of the inning. You're going to get some relief pitchers warming up, or 1 relief pitcher warming up for Holliston right now.
Chase Warren also a big bat for the Wolverines. I mean, last year when we did the game against KPW, King Philippas, we're going to...
Petrus is going, and he's going to just get there because they're going to give it to him.
Yeah.
He was going before the pitch was even throw. I think he was looking to get the pickle in. So he was looking to engage on a pickle. But Holliston was smart. They kind of just played it safe there. Just get 1 out, get out of the inning. And that is a ground ball, going to work its way over to second base. Throw on to first. Is he safe? Safe. He is. 2 runs trying to score. Does he get there? He is out, but 1 run came across. That'll end the inning. Abdu came across. Petrus gets out at the plate to end the inning. But before that, Abdu got across to put the Wolverines up 3-0, and that's where we are at after 2. So after 2 innings, Wolverines 3, Holliston nothing.
I grew up right here in Islington, wearing the green and white for Westwood High. And those years taught me that every role matters. The unsung heroes, they complete the team. And that's at the heart of Neroli. From the cooks, to the servers, to the dishwashers, we're a team, delivering authentic Italian dishes to our community. I'm proud to sponsor our hometown teams, every player grinding it out, because I've been there. Teamwork built me. It built Neroli, and it's building Islington. So come join us for dinner, and let's cheer on our teams together.
Westwood High School Sports brought to you by Neroli Ristorante, authentically Italian. And Arch Orthodontics, creating generations of beautiful smiles with expert orthodontic care.
Leading off for the Panthers, the Panthers is Quinn. Quinn is the designated hitter. So Ford is not hitting for Panthers today, the pitcher. So got James Perry here. Maybe we'll get some clarification from James. James, is it the designated hitter or the pinch? You know, what do you call the designated hitter? So he's hitting for Ford, and you know what? It's sometimes you know, you see the pitcher as that's a squib off the end of the bat. Hunt not able to get a good grip on it, and Quinn is going to get on base safely. But it's interesting seeing the statistics sometimes is. Hitters who, when they're not pitching, their average is through the roof compared to when they're pitching. You know, it's a lot to focus on when you're pitching, but when you're hitting too, like, you know, some people can do both very, very well, and some just, you know, when they're focused on one or the other, you know, they maximize both. So it's always an interesting dynamic. Wolverines I don't think I've seen any designated hitters as that ball is high. Great play by Bertone.
Yeah, no, I don't think we've seen any designated
it's been
hitters
9.
in general.
Every time I get it's a clean score sheet.
Yeah.
You know, it's nine people. You know, it's always, sometimes it's trying to solve the Da Vinci Code when you see 10 names on there and you're like, who's hitting, who's pitching, you know.
Well, because I was also going to say, I don't necessarily remember ever seeing a team with a DH.
Showing bunt, another high pitch. Has 2 balls. First 2 pitches to the leadoff hitter, Cosgrove. Cosgrove 0 for 1 on the day. As Quinn taking a leadoff first, not a very big one. That's pitch called, strike. Nice pitch there at the belt buckle.
Settling down now here for that first hit. I was going to say in the moment for pinch hitter, the designated hitter rather. Excuse me. It was a bit of a funky hit and a funky just all around play. Yeah,
spin.
Weird spin
off the end of the bat. That's a bunt right to Hunt as he tracks it down. A little side toss, a little shuffle pass over to McGowan for the first out. And this seems like deja vu. I feel like that happened in the top of the second, where it was a bunt down there and they advanced the runner.
I don't know if it was a bunt or just a soft
hit. It was when the batter.
The play was definitely at first. I think that's what we were. I do believe Hunt made the play.
Kramer up at the plate for the Panthers. Ooh, that was a ball hit the bucket over. It's the most dangerous relief pitching area in the state is the away pitching mound here, where if you throw it just a little bit to the right, that's going in your own dugout.
The Westwood away bullpen, if you will, is not the friendliest for visiting teams here in
That one hit the bucket. You hear the bucket.
No, and I mean
straight up bucket.
Yeah, that's also the thing too. You kind of have your dugout on alert. One errant pitch and it's going through the dugout. So you got to heads up in this kind of section.
Quinn taking a big lead at second as Leak takes a first pitch strike. Excuse me. I think it's 2 balls and 1 strike. That ball is inside. Wow. 3 balls and 1 strike to Leak with Quinn on second, 1 out. That one is fouled off, heading towards the tennis courts. Heads up.
Heads up.
Everyone's safe.
Yeah, one of the things that's going to be a challenge here, Morgan, at Russ Downs Field. We started this game about 30 minutes late. So we started at 4:45. Game time was meant to be 4:15, but exactly what I was going to say. For these fielders right now, the sun is coming down. The sun sits behind the press box at Flay High Field, as that's going to be a walk.
Yeah.
And the problem is that sun gets more and more at an angle that's more directly in your eyes. So for these fielders here, as we continue to advance, it's going to be a challenge. Yep. We don't have any cloud cover. It's a beautiful day here at Russ Downs Field. So, you know, we're getting on that time where it's going to start to be a challenge. I see James behind us who's hanging out with us. He has his hand up covering his eyes so we can see. If I didn't have a hat, I'd probably be doing the same. So
now this is Leak up at the plate, number 18. So I had confused Leak for Kramer, and Leak takes first pitch strike. So we got runners at first and second, 1 out. You have the double play as an option. Any ground balls. As Leak has 1 strike. That is a line drive into right field. 1 hop to Kaplan. He fumbles it as they're going to keep the runner at third. Quinn stays at third, and that's going to load the bases. So
Stay with it, Cap.
Kaplan did a good job, even though fumble it, got his hand on it pretty quick, get the throw in, keep the runner at third. And it kind of reminds us of the top of the first when Warren had a great throw, great play to keep the runner from scoring, and, you know, able to get out of the inning with no runs given up.
Yeah.
So Wolverines looking to obviously do that here.
And like you said, big for Kaplan there, keep playing through it and not, you know, letting the error get to him. Hit the cutoff man, and by doing that, you held him at third. Yeah, it's a bases loaded situation, but you just prevented a run.
Yeah. So bases loaded for Simone. Excuse me. I think S-A-M-M-O-N.
S-A double M?
Yep, double M.
I like salmon.
Salmon, okay.
I think we'll go salmon.
So Salmon takes a first pitch strike, bases loaded, 1 out, and he's got good opportunity in front of him.
Apologies to Holliston if we get that wrong,
Yeah,
but
apologies.
we do guess sometimes.
But, you know, there's effort on our end of trying to figure
We're
it
trying.
out. Yeah, troubleshoot it. It may be live on tape while we're trying to figure it out, but we want to get it right.
Yeah, we try our best.
So, a no ball, 1 strike count. That is a high fly ball down the left field line.
Gonna be
Is Donovan able to get a glove on it? Did he catch that?
foul. They're gonna say foul.
But did he catch that regardless?
No,
No,
I don't
okay.
think he got that.
I don't know if they're calling it dead if it was out, but I mean, he can make a play if he's inside the fence. So it must have dropped, but what an effort by Donovan to chase that down.
He fell on that, so I think it was in his
Trapped it.
glove, and it fell out, and he landed on it. But overall, like you said, a great effort by Donovan there. He was
ran
there.
about 40 yards to try and get there, but it is 2 strikes now. So see if Hunt gives the throws a little curve piece here. Pitch from Hunt. It is, but stays up high. So
Still a
that one
pitcher's.
caught up high, and he has, you know, a couple balls to spare as that's his first one. A 1 ball, 2 strike count.
Yeah, still a favorable.
Pitch to Salmon. That is popped up, and that is going to be in play. That's going to be an infield fly if it's not caught. And that's caught by, looked like Senjik.
Yep, Sanjak. That's
Nice
huge
play
there.
Huge.
You know, you get the thing is too, you keep that in the infield to keep it as a pop in there. If that goes in the outfield, there's a chance the runners tag up and try to go for third. You know, if there's enough speed, especially if it's towards our side. But you know, keeping it in the pop fly in the infield. 2 outs now for Hunt. Now all he has to focus on is the batter in front of him.
Yeah. You know what? Smart play. Just 1 out at a time, and that's where you could see exactly where Hunt's focus is on. Is 1 pitch at a time, 1 batter at a time. That first pitch just a little bit low, going to be called ball. Up at the plate is Roach. Roach is, I think he was hit in the second inning.
He was, yep.
He was hit by a pitch to lead off the second inning.
Yep, first pitch in the second. He's going to.
That pitch just inside, so 2 balls, no strikes. As they were good height-wise, just a little bit outside the plate. That one inside the plate, the first one just a bit outside the plate. Hunt gets the signal from Bertone. 2-0 pitch, that ball is on the ground, gets through the infield. 1 run is going to score. Going to wave the second. Warren throwing into home. 1 hop to Bertone, and in safely is Leak. And the Panthers chip into Westwood's lead, able to get 2 across the plate there to make it a 3-2 game.
Yeah, exactly what you need if you're Holliston. Just a single there for Roach, but like we said, if you keep it in the infield, you're going to hold him there, but gets by the, I believe that was the shortstop or the second baseman, one of the two.
Right up the middle.
Right up the middle,
Yeah.
Gets by both of them and into the outfield. You get 2 runs now, and it's a 1-run game.
Well-placed ball right up the middle. It was a great throw by Warren, but the second base runner had a great start, getting across the plate, and Panthers still have a runner at second and first. They got Snyder up at the plate. Takes first pitch strike. This is what is expected in these TVL battles is, you know, both teams going to get their looks. Both teams going to have their opportunities to try and get runners across the plate, and you got to take a punch to give a punch.
Hey, make no mistake, too. If you've ever met Jay Risha, you'll know it doesn't matter if it's football or baseball or any other sport. It could be tennis for all it matters. These are 2 teams that want to beat each other, and in any game, anything could happen. It's going to be intense no matter what inning you're in, no matter what game you're in, no matter who you're playing, as long as it's between Holliston and Westwood.
No question about it. Holliston is Jay's least favorite team in the country.
What gave you that impression?
Another one heading towards the tennis court. Safe to say everybody is all right. But Jay does not hold back his
No, he doesn't.
his fanhood for the Panthers. In fact, their lack thereof fanhood for the Panthers. In the color red, actually, because of the Panthers.
Well, I told Jay after we did the Westwood Living Sports show when he made his.
Runner's going to go. They're going to double steal. That ball is going to go into the outfield, and Panthers are going to tie it up. So, got to give credit to the Panthers. Double steal, and overthrow goes into the outfield, and we are tied up at 3.
I mean, you got to give credit to the Panthers. What a response. 3 runs in that previous inning for the Wolverines. They battle right back. It's now tied. We're at the same position we were a full inning ago. So, for the Panthers, it's exactly what they wanted.
So not only you get the run across, but you also advance the runner from first to second now with 2 outs, and he's in scoring position, ball in play. He can certainly get across the plate. So, I mean, that's heads up baseball by the Panthers.
Yeah.
You know, it's certainly a risk trying to do the double steal, especially to try and steal third when you got a catcher like Bertone. And that one is going to be off the end of the bat. Throw on to first, Abdu gets him. So Abdu gets the Wolverines out of the inning after 2.5. Panthers able to tie it up 3 apiece. Leading off for the Wolverines, senior captain John Bertone. Here in the bottom of the 3rd, we are all tied up at 3. So the Panthers able to plate 3 in the top half of the 3rd. As they had the bases loaded, they singled across 2 of them, and then scored 1 of them on a double steal overthrow.
Listen, if there's any guy on this team that can help swing momentum with a big hit, it's John Bertone up there.
Johnny Baseball.
Johnny Baseball.
He can do it.
He had a big home run last year, actually. hit the beach volleyball court,
Yeah,
splash
splash.
ball as we call it. But
That kid's got some power in those legs.
well, you know, when you're
Yeah,
kicking
he's been
40
putting a lot-
yarders for the Wolverines,
I
you
think
know.
he's been squatting 400 pounds too. He's been putting a lot of work into his game. And that is a high fly ball. I think that's going to work its way out of play. And that's heading towards the bus. Ooh, that hit something.
Hopefully not one of the new solar canopies.
No.
Are you parked over there, Morgan?
I am parked first row under the solar, closer, a little bit more distant to the gymnasium.
Under the solar's smart. That's going towards my car now. That hit the tennis court
That
instead.
was a heck of a job by John Bertone to foul that off, as that had eyes for the outside of the strike zone, fouled that off to stay alive.
Do you think the guys have a running tally of the amount of cars they hit up at the plate?
It's in the stat book,
You think?
in the
I'd want to know at the end of the year,
Yeah.
personally.
science project.
Yeah.
That is a high fly ball. That is popped up, going to work its way to center field. Center field trying to come in, and that's going to land. Bertone already on his way to second, and he gets there. So heads up plays, back-to-back plays by Bertone to get to second after a ball landing, you know, either on a bloop or just inside the fair foul line. You know, so heads up play by Bertone. Continue to run, folks. Take a piece of that as an example of Bertone out of the box, making contact, and just get your feet moving.
I believe that's a second double of the day, correct?
That's just saying. Now it's the second time he's advanced to
Second
second
double,
off
so-
of keeping his feet moving. The first one landed just fair on a bloop, and then that one just, it was a little bit too much ground for the center fielder to come and get it. Went over his head. He covered too much ground. And Senjic gonna come up to the plate. He's 0 for 1 on the day. Takes a first pitch strike.
Senjic, another guy who can hit big for the Wolverines, you know. A couple of years ago, had a walk-off winner against Ashland. So he's another guy with a bat that you should watch for the Wolverines. If he can
Good
get
eye
a good
there.
contact, good eye, like you said, but one of those guys, this is that little stretch of the Wolverines lineup where it's a lot of dangerous hitters back-to-back. So,
Yeah.
you know, Senjic looking to make something happen here.
1 ball, 1 strike to Senjic. You got Bertone on second. As we mentioned, Bertone, certainly a nuisance, gets a lot of attention on the base path from the catcher, the pitcher, as he takes a big lead. Certainly looked like that was kind of in the pitcher's head. I mean, he saw it. Bertone even added to his big lead with a big secondary lead. And I have to think that was somewhat in the back of Roach's mind.
Well, we saw it too in the that first time when Bertone was on the second base. We saw, you know, pitcher call a mound visit with the catchers. There's a hit for
That's a ball in play. Shortstop makes a nice play on the second hop, and he gets him out at first. Great play there. I think it was 2 hop. It took a funky bounce, almost like a glove save-like play by a goaltender, and then able to get a strong throw onto first to get the first out of the inning. And smart play by Bertone. He knew it was hit softly enough where he gets a third. So he's standing there on third with 1 out, and an opportunity, if Gowan gets the bat on it in play, opportunity to make its way across the plate. So McGowan, 1 for 1 on the day. Going to take a high curveball from ball 1. Evan has the prediction that McGowan is going to hit a home run today, so if that happens, that might be a Evan Stradamus moment. As strike called there to even the count 1-1.
I'm feeling it. You know, Teddy's a big bat as well. Like we mentioned, this little stretch of 3 big bats back to back to back. But, you know, watching him hitting batting practice today.
Oh, that's a well-hit ball to left field. Left fielder going back. He's going to get under it, makes the play. Bertone going to tag up from third, and he's going to score the lead run to put the Wolverines up 4-3.
See, it was that hit right there. First of all, big play by Teddy McGowan. Doesn't get the home run, but gets the RBI, which is all you can ask for in that situation. Now you're up 4-3. You have the lead back.
Yeah.
But number 2, it's that hit we were seeing in batting practice today. Right there in that same spot. We saw it a few times.
Did you get excited for a second?
I
thinking
did
that
a
home
little
run
bit. I was
coming?
like, oh, I got to buy a lottery ticket after this.
He got a
but
good piece of it, but
He did.
I think it might have been a little bit off the end of the bat. But very effective play by McGowan. Gets Bertone to jog home. It wasn't, he could have, walked backwards home with where that ball was hit to. And effective job by McGowan to get that across.
And he hits it. The thing about too is that when McGowan hits it deep there, that's a deeper part of the field than our side. The right field here, it's a little more shallow than that side of the field.
Fence.
So, it's
we've never seen a right field home run though, Evan.
I know, that's what's really interesting. This side is a bit closer. Maybe it's just our perception of where we're standing, but this side feels a lot more closer, and yet it's always center field.
Yeah.
It's always at the beach volleyball court.
Left center field.
Yeah.
Oh, we did see the scoreboard though.
We did.
With Chandler.
Yep.
It's a strike called to Hunt. Hunt had a single in his first at-bat.
Maybe the next prediction is who's going to hit the first right field home run we see.
That is fouled off by Hunt. I'd imagine it's most likely going to be a lefty hitter. So
Right.
maybe Warren.
Could be Warren. Last year we saw as I was mentioning in a previous at-bat, against King Philip, Warren had a huge triple.
Yeah.
And I believe that was off to right field.
Oh, that's going to be called strike 3. Patrick Hunt didn't like that, and it looked like it was inside, but that is going to do it for the third inning. So after 3, Wolverines up 4-3. We'll take a quick break. You're watching Westwood Media Center coverage of Westwood Baseball.
I grew up right here in Islington, wearing the green and white for Westwood High. And those years taught me that every role matters. The unsung heroes, they complete the team. And that's at the heart of Neroli. From the cooks, to the servers, to the dishwashers, we're a team, delivering authentic Italian dishes to our community. I'm proud to sponsor our hometown teams, every player grinding it out, because I've been there. Teamwork built me. It built Neroli, and it's building Islington. So come join us for dinner, and let's cheer on our teams together.
Westwood High School Sports, brought to you by Neroli Ristorante, authentically Italian. And Arch Orthodontics, creating generations of beautiful smiles with expert orthodontic care.
The Panthers leading it off. Morrow going to lead it off. Number 9. He's showing bunt. Pitch is a ball. Morrow is the catcher. Makes sense. Linebacker, catcher, kind of translates.
Yeah.
Not afraid of contact, That bunt is heading foul. So 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, it's tough to play catcher. I only ever played catcher in Little League, and it was a time. So you got to be tough standing there.
Yeah, you got to be not afraid of getting in front of a ball, and it could be coming at a pretty good pace. Those are painful sometimes. So, sometimes it's hidden where there's no protection, on the arm. Or showing bunt, that's going to be a strike. Not able to get the bat on that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
When you're younger, sometimes the batters, when you're playing Little League, the guy up at bat isn't paying attention, throws the bat right back at you.
Yeah. That ball is in play. Senjik on to first, and a nice play there. Senjik sure hands at shortstop. He has been the shortstop for the last 2 years, as I think Elliot Harris was the shortstop his freshman year, and Senjik played third. And then when Harris graduated, Senjik became the everyday shortstop because of plays like that. Very sure-handed baseball player, great football player too. Running back, linebacker. That ball is fouled. But this past year he played a little bit of safety.
Yeah.
He changed his number from 25 to 3, looking like Donegan out there, over the top.
Running back too, I believe, right?
Running back as well.
Yep.
Battled some injuries this year, so we saw a lot of Narwood, Kamal, Ratana, Piboon.
That was a good 1-2 combo.
Yeah. Not a fun combo if you're a middle linebacker having a
fun for us to watch as
Hit
fans.
that fullback to try and, before you can even make a play on the running back, you got to take on the fullback who's coming downhill. A 1-ball, 1-strike to Bellison. Bellison is the second baseman, and he gets hit by a pitch. He'll take first.
And that's the second there for Hunt today, so keep an eye on the pitcher and the bullpen for the Wolverines warming up. I don't have a great view of the number. Maybe you have a better view than I do, Morgan, but it's a double-digit number. But, yeah, not that they would, I don't know if there's a certain amount of pitch batters you can hit before they pull you or eject you. I don't think I've ever seen that in high school.
No, in Little League.
At some point, I'm sure Coach Whalen will want to get a fresh arm in if he has to.
That's an off-speed pitch into the dirt. First pitch, ball. You got Bellison on plate, Quinn at the plate. Quinn is the designated hitter. Bellison with a lead at first. He'll stay. Second pitch is high. 2 balls and no strikes. 1 out. Evan Carter, Mino, Morgan Donahue, Westwood Media Center coverage. As
We're gonna go.
Pitching coach Shane Cronin gonna have a few words with Hunt and as well as Bertone.
Imagine just settling his guy down. I don't see the Wolverine pitcher in the bullpen warming up or heading out. So continuing to warm up. I don't think we're gonna see a guy getting pulled. Just a couple words of confidence there. Also worth noting while we have a second here, Holliston warming up a pitcher as well, number 21 for them.
Yeah.
This is his second inning warming up.
Last inning, it was a bucket hit.
Yeah, so no bucket hit here, but
No.
I'd imagine you might see him here come the 5th inning. Let the Wolverines get through here, the bottom of the 4th.
Oh, Bertone makes a nice play to keep that in front of him. Throw to second, and the runner is there safely. So that is a stolen base by Bellison. It was a tough play by Bertone. He had to play that on the backhand in the dirt. Kept it in front of him. Actually got a throw and nearly almost got him too.
Honestly, a great throw by
unbelievable.
Bertone. He had a, if he got that off just a second faster, that was a clear out. But it was
the more
right
seconds
on
go
time.
by, the more I'm impressed of that actual play.
Yeah.
It was a play on the backhand, which could have easily gotten by, and the fact that he could even get a throw off, let alone that close. He threw that on his knees. It wasn't like a pop where he could get up and get a fastball over there because you got some time to throw it. That ball is inside, gonna be ball 1. So runners on first and second now. As Quinn took the walk. Cosgrove, the leadoff hitter, number 5 for the Panthers, 0 for 1 on the day. That ball is in play. Look to turn 2.
He's gonna try to
Throw
throw
on
a
a
double
first.
play.
No, just the out at second. That was between Senjik and Abdu, and the only reason why that was safe was kind of had to play that ball in the hole, just because of the hop. So had to play that, add a little bit more time to play that deeper into the hole, which allowed for Cosgrove to get across first safely, but no harm, no foul, no run scored. Runner advanced to third, and Cosgrove safe on first. You get 1 out, you get out of the inning here, and that's where the Wolverines are focused.
It's gonna be a big.
Kramer takes a first pitch ball.
It's going to be a big here for Bertone as well. The big thing is, yes, obviously Patrick Hunt has to focus on the guy in front of him, can't worry about the batters, but Bertone has to keep any balls in front of him at this point with a runner on third who could steal. Holliston's shown their prowess of stealing today so far.
That ball is on the ground, and that hits Senjik, gonna get through, so the run's gonna score for the Panthers. They'll tie it up at 4. So a sharply hit ball by Kramer. That was a tough play to make. Hit Senjik, goes into center field, and Quinn able to come across.
Yeah, it took a funky bounce off of Senjik, and like you said, just rolled into center field, just enough for the third runner on third base to advance home, ties it back up. So we've seen it a little back and forth here at Russ Downs Field for both these teams.
Good backup by Abdu and Warren to ensure that the runner stayed at first and second. That's a foul ball. That was awkward. I didn't know if it got hit by a pitch, but actually hit the bat as
It sounded
he was kind of working his hands inside. So fouled that off to the backstop for the first pitch strike.
had a funny little sound. So
no balls, 1 strike to Leak. Leak 2 for 2 on the day. Runners are going, double steal. They're going to just eat it. This ball heading our way.
we also have to dodge the Holliston. All good.
All good.
I think that's a first for us, Mark.
Yeah, got out of the way safely.
I felt it at my feet. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm about to.
I lifted, did an Olay with my feet. As that is a pitch outside, call for a ball. 1 ball and 2 strikes. We are tied up at 4. After the sharp single, I'm going to call that a single, just how hard it was hit by Kramer.
Almost had a second one.
Yeah, so 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs. Deuces are wild. Pitch from Hunt. That is going to be ball 3.
Just high for Patrick Hunt. But a full count, 2 outs, a chance to get out of here unscathed and keep it at a tie still.
Yeah.
It's going to be huge for Hunt here.
3-2, 2 outs. Pitch by Hunt. That is going to be strike 3. He gets the strike out, and that's going to end the top half of the 4th inning. Wolverines coming up, get their shot at the plate. Matty Donovan going to lead it off for the Wolverines. Junior captain of the hockey team this year. Had himself quite the year.
Absolutely. He had a big year in hockey and on that Donovan-Lewis line.
Yeah, those guys were money.
Terrorized the
A lot
TBL.
of points.
They were, but looking to have a big baseball season here as well. You know, he playing center field right now, so
Left field.
left field.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
Warren in center. Kaplan right field. Donovan's going to take a first pitch strike. Donovan is 1 for 1 on the day. Had a single. And swing and miss there. So 2 quick strikes by Ford. Ford's still on the mound.
Yeah, I think you're going to see 21 for the Panthers here. You know, if Ford can get a quick inning here, I think you're going to see 21 in the 5th.
We're
But
seeing another pitcher warm up too. Donovan gets the bat on that, gets past the pitcher, second base trying to get a throw onto first, and he does in time.
great play.
Nice
by the,
play there by Bellison.
Absolutely, it's a great backup. The pitcher just lets it go through right there to get it. A quick strike to first and a quick first out for the Panthers.
Impressive play. He had to come in on that one to then get a strong throw a strike to first, and kudos to Donovan. Hustled his way and made it very close.
We said it a couple innings ago. I'll say it again. The sun is going to start to be a problem here for these fielders. It is starting to set. You can see the shadows are getting a little longer. You can always tell when the sun's sitting on this field too, because it's very nice. Almost feels like Field of Dreams.
Yep.
You know, nice little golden hue, golden hour, and but the problem with that is when the ball gets popped up any bit in the air, you're looking directly into the sun. So it's something you got to battle with.
1 ball, 1 strike count to Kaplan. Takes a ball low. Kaplan 0 for 1 on the day. He struck out in his first appearance. 2 balls, 1 strike count with 1 out. We are tied up at 4. Panthers able to tie it up in the top half of the 4th inning. Kaplan almost hit there.
It's also a challenge for the pitchers. You know, you're trying to find the strike zone, and you know you're looking right into the sun, right behind you on the backstop. So it's a challenge for anyone who isn't a batter, essentially, in this field, or the umping catcher.
And Ford 62 pitches so far, so I mean, starting to get up there as well.
We have a pitch count for Hunt.
Yes. Get Hunt's pitch count. We got a score update. 8-2 Westwood midway through the second. That ball is hit to third base. That is a strike onto first in time for the second out. So back-to-back nice plays in the infield. First one by Mellison at second. That one by Quinn at third base.
Well, that's big for the Wolverines softball team, too, to get a great scoring update there. You know, so far this season's been a bit of a learning experience for this team. New coach, new system, trying to figure things out, learning where each player plays. So to have a good game over Holliston right now and that team is a huge, big step in the right direction for that team.
That is down the right field line. That is foul. Hit off the bat of freshman Jake Abdu. So a nice cut down the right field line there in the first pitch.
There's one of the Holliston backup catchers going to get the ball out of the field.
Abdu gets a piece of that one down the left field line. Quinn going to make a play.
Oh,
This
it's
one is
Aaron.
wild, though. Gets by
That's coming towards us.
and a smart play by Abdu as that ball came by. Snyder was coming in from right field. Good backup there to keep Abdu at first.
It was almost an out-of-bounds double for the Wolverines there.
Smart play. I mean, I would have probably shot for a second if I saw that, but that's great team baseball there by Snyder. Running in and also had help from the second baseman, too, as that ball came by.
Absolutely, and you know, that ball just did not have enough gas on it to get out, and that's a foul
That's
coming
a foul
our
heading our way.
We're
So Petrus, the leadoff hitter up at the plate. Got Jake Abdu on first base. He takes a sizable lead. Roach gonna throw it to the plate as that one is popped up. Second baseman gonna get under it and makes a last-minute adjustment to make the play. After 4, we are tied 4 apiece. Westwood 4, Holliston 4.
I grew up right here in Islington, wearing the green and white for Westwood High. And those years taught me that every role matters. The unsung heroes, they complete the team. And that's at the heart of Neroli. From the cooks, to the servers, to the dishwashers, we're a team, delivering authentic Italian dishes to our community. I'm proud to sponsor our hometown teams, every player grinding it out, because I've been there. Teamwork built me. It built Neroli, and it's building Islington. So come join us for dinner, and let's cheer on our teams together.
Westwood High School Sports brought to you by Neroli Ristorante, authentically Italian. And Arch Orthodontics, creating generations of beautiful smiles with expert orthodontic care.
The Panthers leading it off. We are at the top of the 5th. Got a great game so far here at Russ Downs Field. Evan Cardomino, Morgan Donahue. Patrick Hunt still out there battling. Gets first pitch called strike.
I like it. You know, if you're still good to be pitching, you're out there, and good strike there for Hunt.
Salmon at the plate. He takes another strike. 2 quick strikes for Hunt. Start off with an 0-2 count.
Well, you know, Holliston had a great defensive inning there in the bottom of the 4th. You know, held Wolverines to nothing there for the first in a couple innings. So
That's fouled off. Heading out of play.
Westwood looking to do the same as
Salmon able to stay alive there. Look at the bat on that one.
assistant AD Mike Rector was worried about
Yes.
getting hit there, but he's okay.
He's got the roof cover that's
He does.
helpful. Not on line drives though.
No.
0-2 pitch from Hunt. That is a ball hit in play. Senjik gonna come in on it. Hard throw onto first in time. Great play there by Senjik. Had to cover some ground. Had an absolute rocket to first and a strike nonetheless to get the first out of the inning.
That's the type of fielding you need if you're the Wolverines. Get a quick out there and, you know, just focus on the next guy here and get out of this inning and get your guys up back to bat.
Roach gonna approach the plate for the Panthers. Roach is 1 for 1 on the day. Takes a first pitch strike. So Hunt dialed to start things here on the top of the 5th. Looking very sharp. Attacking the hitters with early strikes in the count. That one is fouled off. That's going to go out of play. So back-to-back batters for Hunt, getting 0-2 counts. Playing aggressive. Love to see it. He is at his absolute best when he is getting those first 2 strikes, where he can attack. And then, you know, when he gets that curveball snapping, it's a tough pitch to lay off. And he throws the heat there, and nice job there by Roach to foul that one off. He just got a piece of that one.
Roach is looking to battle here. And
Hunt's looking to waste no time. He's basically right up in the
he wants to get
windup.
out.
He's not even in the windup. He's got his foot on the rubber ready to go. As that one is going to get through Abdu, and you're going to get on base is Roach. So a couple tough bounces in the infield the last couple innings as the field is still getting, you know, prepared. You know, it's not perfect yet. It takes kind of a month to really have those true bounces.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's the thing too. It's when it's a springtime in Massachusetts and New England in general, you have to kind of deal with the weather, and the field takes just a little longer to get ready, get where you want it. So we've seen a few funny bounces for both teams today in the field. It's just something that you kind of have to deal with on this field. You know, facilities does a great job getting the field as ready as possible.
That one's on the ground. And that's going to get through. He had a diving Senjik, gets through into center field. Warren was there to keep Roach at second base. So that's a single by Snyder. And we're going to have runners at first and second with 1 out. Going to bring up Morrow to the plate.
But yeah, you know, facilities, once again, does a great job getting this field as ready as possible, but sometimes there's only so much you can do for the
still a hard ground.
field. Yeah, absolutely.
And the ground, too, like that's why you see when Senjik made that play to go back to really make the play on the bounce on that double play an inning ago. It was a smart play. Just get the out, because that you want to know the predictable bounce. The bounce, that unpredictability on the bounce is always the last one. You know, it doesn't matter if it's the first, you know, if it's an early bounce, you know, you can adjust that, but that last one is the one that makes it tricky. So if you can give yourself some time where you can really anticipate that bounce, give yourself a couple feet just in case it does make a wild hop, it's only going to benefit you on the play. So runners on first and second, 1 out. Morrow up at the plate, pitch from Hunt. It's going to be a first pitch ball, it's a little high.
You know, it's funny when I watch Patrick Hunt, it almost seems like his throws as he gets later and later into this game just get a little more intensity on him, get a little more heat, a little more speed. It's kind of impressive to see out of a pitcher. You normally see a pitcher, you know, kind of slow down, especially in the 5th inning here, probably pushing 70 or so pitches. So, you know, it's impressive to see how long he's been going here.
That is inside, gonna be ball 2. You're right, definitely some extra zip on that. And it's kind of, you know, the pitchers like to do that. They want to show, you know, I'm not getting tired. I'm not tired out here. I'm going to attack you. Bertone going to check in on first. That is an overthrow. Going to work its way into right field.
He's going to go
Kaplan
home.
going to check in on home. Runner's going to get across as Panthers take the lead, 5-4.
Yeah, just unfortunately an errant throw by Bertone into the outfield, and you know, that worked just in the Holliston favor. You know, a runner was on second base, but
they've been getting the attention. You know, they've done the double steal, which there was an overthrow on to get a run across, and then just the attention of some big leads, sizable leads and whatnot to get a look at first, and able to get that run across.
Just a great heads-up play by Holliston.
Called there. Yeah. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Pitch from Hunt. That's going to be a call strike. So battles back to a 2-2 count. So it's a pinch hitter we actually have for Morrow. It's Leverone, number 6 for the Panthers. A 2-2 pitch. That is fouled off. And that ball is heading to where the voting will be tomorrow.
Yeah, it's election day in Westwood.
Day in Westwood.
A week from today will be town meeting.
Yeah.
So
Busy schedule for Westwood Media Center. You guys will be here tomorrow night?
yeah, Charlotte will be here tomorrow night.
Live,
Covering live
at
results
8
with
p.m.
Town clerk Dottie Powers will
Yeah.
get on the mic. She does it every year.
And there's a strike 3 swinging. It's a nice pitch there by Hunt to get the out, the second out of the inning.
I wonder if we'll see Bill Siebert at Precinct 4, where
He
normally
is not.
volunteers.
He's going to be in
not.
Aruba.
Oh, good for
Aruba,
him.
yeah. He's earned it.
He has. The last election that I covered was, I believe, in September. Don't quote me on that. But I saw Bill Siebert, said hello to him. He was doing his civic duty, volunteering, helping out.
7 to 8 he does.
Yep, he does.
He does the whole day.
Yeah, there's shifts. A lot of the volunteers you see sometimes have shifts. They can do a half
Scales,
day.
he does it, legend.
But Bill Siebert all day.
Voice of the Wolverines, multi-talented.
Voice of the Wolverines doing his civic duty.
A civic
Always important
legend.
to get involved in your community.
Got to get that man in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
He has earned it. Pitch there for strike. 2 strikes early here again.
And as you mentioned, next week on Monday, town meeting. Always a
It's always a doozy.
interesting time for us. We
You guys are
the whole crew will
busy
be there.
getting
Yeah.
the whole setup with the cameras, microphones. That's going to be strike 3. That will end the inning, or the half inning. So Panthers able to get a run across. They take the lead 5-4. Wolverines will come up at the bottom of the 5th. Bottom 5, Chase Warren going to lead off for the Wolverines as the Wolverines down 5-4. Big inning here as you have Chase, the number 2 hitter, and you get the meat and potatoes of the lineup about to go up.
Absolutely. Chase can, if he can get on base here and get some damage done, could help that meat and potatoes of that lineup, like you mentioned, John Bertone, followed by Teddy Ballgame and
You got Senjuk and
Senjuk
Hunt.
as well. So
Hunt, see if Hunt still gets an at-bat. I imagine he should. I don't see anyone warming up for the Wolverines, so he may be coming back out. That's a first pitch ball to Warren. Warren reminds me of Ken Griffey Jr. with that speed, covering the gaps, can turn stretch singles into doubles, as that one's fouled off out of play.
going back towards the gym.
1 ball, 1 strike count.
Morgan worth mentioning, new pitcher for the
Yeah, forgot to
Panthers, number 21.
21. Let's see if we got him on the roster. O'Brien. That is ball 3, so 3-1 count. O'Brien trying to get acclimated.
No problem. Hopefully no one got a hit while I was helping the...
That's going to be ball 4, so Warren is on base. And he is the type of player, Evan, that you can tell the whole field he's going to steal, and he'll get there safely.
He is fast, he has wheels, and he can move. And you got to be mindful of where Warren is when you get him on base.
Yeah, he's a dangerous guy on base. Now you got a righty pitcher too, so it's not like you have the advantage of the lefty to try and keep runners closer. That's going to be a pitch low to Bertone. Nice eye there by Bertone.
And Bertone here, big bat for the Wolverines. And, you know, hey, if he can get on base too here, even if he doesn't score an RBI here, get a big hit,
Yeah.
at the very least, if he can get on base, you know, you have 2 runners on and you have 2 more big bats coming up, so.
Bertone takes a strike, and even the count of 1 ball, 1 strike. Warren getting the signal in from the dugout. 1-1, typically a good pitch to hit and run on, and they are looking to do that. It's popped up. Warren's going to have to work his way back. The ball's still in the air and caught by the first baseman. Warren does get back to the bag, but that was a towering pop-up.
Yeah, that was a hard ball to track and find down, and that's one of those ones where it can get lost in the sun really easily. Impressive by the first baseman for the Panthers there to, you know, keep Warren at first, and also, I mean, yes, it would have been foul, so he would have had to stay anyways, but to get an out there, huge.
Yeah, it was, the hit and run was on there, and, you know, I like the call.
Yeah.
Warren still at first. You could certainly try and catch a bag with one out as well. Got Senjic up at the plate.
Senjic looking to
Senjic
do some damage here.
O'Brien. As Senjic line drive, that's going to land for a single. Warren going to put the brakes on at second base. A nice hit there for Senjic, right up the middle.
Exactly what you need if you're Senjic. You got a runner in
Yes.
scoring position here, and now you have Teddy McGowan.
Teddy
up to the
McGowan,
plate.
who's been hot.
But yeah, that's also something I was going to say about Senjic. Senjic is a big lights player, and what I mean by that is when the lights start to get a little brighter and you need someone clutch,
He plays his best.
he plays his best. We've seen that here on this baseball field in the past, and right there, that's a huge hit to get, you know, a runner into scoring position and put himself on base as well.
Pitcher's going to step off, and Morrow going to come out and catch up with O'Brien. This is what Teddy ball game was built for. Down a run, runners on first and second, one out. He loves this.
Listen, I have some faith in my prediction here, and I hope Teddy can, you know, sense that I have a prediction on the line here, and
We'll teleport it to him.
I'll try to telepathically, you know,
Yeah, telepathic.
make Teddy crush it.
He gets a piece of that, fouls it off down the left side.
He wants to. You can tell.
He's-
You can tell by the way he swings too. He's a power hitter.
He's on it.
He
He's
goes
not,
up
he's
there.
certainly
and
not late on it.
No.
That was a first pitch strike. The 0-1 pitch from O'Brien. He's going to step off, and before he did, McGowan called time. So you got Warren at second, Senjic at first, McGowan at the plate. Gets a bat on that one down third base line. Third baseman steps on third onto first, and he gets the double play. Impressive play there by Quinn. Touches the bag onto first to Leak, and they get out of the inning. So after 5, Panthers hold on to their 5-4 lead.
I grew up right here in Islington, wearing the green and white for Westwood High. And those years taught me that every role matters. The unsung heroes, they complete the team. And that's at the heart of Neroli. From the cooks, to the servers, to the dishwashers, we're a team, delivering authentic Italian dishes to our community. I'm proud to sponsor our hometown teams, every player grinding it out, because I've been there. Teamwork built me. It built Neroli, and it's building Islington. So come join us for dinner, and let's cheer on our teams together.
Westwood High School Sports brought to you by Neroli Ristorante, authentically Italian. And Arch Orthodontics, creating generations of beautiful smiles with expert orthodontic care.
Panthers back up at the plate. As Hunt back out there on the mound for the Wolverines. First pitch fouled off. Quinn. The third baseman who got that double play going to end the inning in the 5th. That was an impressive play there by third baseman. Tap the bag and throw it on to first. Had McGowan running to first too, so impressive to beat him on the throw. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Hunt, 87 pitches so far on the day. He's looking to go the distance. Gets a strike call there. Nice pitch right at just above the knees.
He doesn't look tired, that's for sure.
No. He's gotten stronger as the game's gone on. 1 ball, 2 strike pitch from Hunt.
Ooh.
Ooh, did he swing though? So that's the question. It hit him, and he swung, and that's a strikeout, folks.
Yeah,
So that is a strikeout.
yeah.
Even though it hit him, his bat came around, and that is a strikeout, and that is an out.
I think you're gonna see here an explanation for from the ump to Holliston's coach, but
Yep.
they're going to call him out.
That's the most painful strikeout you'll ever see.
Yep.
And they're going to talk, the umpires are going to talk, but he came around on it. And they're going to say, did he swing after he got hit, or was he swinging and got hit? I trust, I think first base ump is going to say, I trust you. You saw it better being there. But that is going to be a strikeout.
Yeah.
That is one of the crazier plays you'll see in baseball, and we see it every now and then. But
Yeah. And it's a painful play, like
Yeah.
you mentioned. It
well,
hurts.
strikeout's hard enough, but to get hit with a ball too, that's tough.
Yep.
That's going to be the first out. That ball is hit down the line foul. It was sharply hit by Cosgrove, the leadoff hitter. Cosgrove, center fielder. Been a little quiet in center field. Just that one bloop hit. But other than that, all the plays in the outfield have been on the corners.
Yeah, they've just been today, been finding the corners, only a couple center field plays so far for both teams. And, those are the plays that are kind of hard to defend if you're a fielder, those right and left field plays. Just a little more distance to throw, especially if they, time it right. We've seen that a couple
Showing
times.
bunt.
But right now, Holliston looking to just maintain their lead, get a couple hits, maybe get another run,
Yep.
create a cushion for themselves. Hunt, meanwhile, looking to just close out this inning.
It's just outside, so 2 balls and 1 strike. As Cosgrove trying to distract Hunt, showing bunt. Does he do it again? Nope. Strike call there. 2 balls, looks like 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Yep. And the batter thought he had the
Yeah,
fourth
I
ball.
thought it was ball 4. That's going to be ball 4. And Cosgrove going to get on first with 1 out. You're going to get a pinch hitter. And Coach Whalen coming out to the mound. Do we see a substitution?
I think we're going to.
We'll see. We saw no one warming up for a bit, so I think he's probably going to stay with them and just kind of talk through things. It's
Maybe seeing
it's
where-
a great show of confidence, though. So we haven't seen someone warming up the last couple innings,
No.
which to me that shows the confidence Coach Whalen has in Hunt, knowing you're my guy. If they score 4, if they score 3, if they score none, you're my guy. So it's a great vote of confidence. Late in the game, nonetheless, he's at 96 pitches, and Coach Whalen is sticking with his guy. Love to see it.
Probably just checking to see where he's at.
Just
make sure
building
he's-
confidence. I mean, that is how you build sustainable confidence, is when your coach is giving you that vote of confidence. He's the number 1 for a reason. He's been, battling game after game. He's been doing it for the last 3 years, and this is big. Win or lose this game, this is something that is going to be impactful for Hunt for the remaining games of the season and then
Absolutely.
next year as well. The runner's going. Bertone going to check. The throw. In time. So that is the second out. Great throw by Bertone. And he's going to get Cosgrove stealing.
Crucial now because you have just all you have to do now if you're Hunt is just focus on the batter in front of you.
Yep, gets a swing and miss there. Definitely had a little pep in that pitch right there after the momentum shifting play by Bertone. So 2 strikes now. A ball low. Kramer, the hitter. He's 1 for 2 on the day. And that one is sharply hit to right field. That's going to go over the head of Kaplan. Hits the wall. It's going to go out of play and will be a ground rule double as it goes under the fence. So ground rule double. Ball goes out of play under the fence.
Found the gap in the.
Yeah, that was a well-hit ball. I mean, we were talking about right field, not seeing too much action out there, let alone balls that work its way over the fence or to the fence. That one went under the fence.
Almost in a way works a little bit in the favor of the Wolverines. 'Cause
It
that
does.
was
It could have been a
triple,
could have certainly been a triple.
at least. but it was right in the perfect spot where.
Had it been no fence, that could have been a home run.
Yeah.
You know, that ball would have kept rolling. Impressive hit there by Kramer. As he is now 2 for 3 on the day. And now coming to the plate is Leak. So they're going to appeal first here, so just keep an eye here. Did the runner, so the same runner's safe, and the runner went to third. So Coach Whalen not happy about that. I don't think when you check that a runner can go to, I've never seen a runner advance when you're checking in on a appeal. But also, I don't think Coach Whalen is upset about that, is the fact that they're not consulting each other. Typically, you want to see both umpires consult with each other. You know, did you see that? So they're checking in to see if he touched first. And Coach Whalen is going to check in on the mound. No, he's actually going to check with the other umpire. So good for him. You know, he's got he should. You know, as both umpires, you have 2 umpires out there for a reason. If he saw it, and saw it clearly, then he can say, yeah, he didn't touch the bag, and you know, when you check in on first base like that, that's an out. We've seen it happen a bunch. So umpire says he touched the bag, and the runner advanced to third while Wolverines are checking in on it. But you know, when you got a catcher like John Bertone, you can afford to do that. That's a first pitch strike. A beautiful pitch there. Leak up at the plate. He's 2 for 3 on the day. He's had a productive day thus far.
Pat Hunt looking to just get out of this inning like you mentioned, and you know, keep that runner at third.
And it's a nice swing and miss there. So back-to-back strikes, as we've been saying. Hunt is getting stronger and stronger. The later he's gone in the game, he's over 100 pitches at 101 right now.
And this is the type of count where that he's liked all game too. 0-2 count. He always does good in these counts. Had a couple big plays here.
And he gets the swing and a miss. Patrick Hunt, he's fired up. Big strikeout. Wolverines get out of the inning, keeping the score at 5-4. And they'll get their share coming up to the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. We'll be right back. Bottom of the 6th inning, Wolverines down 5-4. Patrick Hunt going to lead it off for the Wolverines. He has been the epitome of battling today, doing a great job. He's gotten stronger as he's gone deeper into the game. 103 pitches thus far. He's had a single in the game so far.
He's got a chance to help the Wolverines' effort here now if you'd like. You'd like to get your runs here and not in the bottom of the 7th when it's do or die.
Yeah.
If you can get a run here, a couple runs, you can at least extend your game.
And that's a hard hit ball, but directly at the shortstop. A nice throw on to first to get the first out. Couldn't hit that ball any sharper.
No.
But directly at Roach. Gonna bring up Matty Donovan. Matty Donovan, 1 for 2 on the day. Matty in the lineup also brings the element of a lefty to the plate too, which is, you want to have righties and lefties in your lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Especially righty pitchers, you know, lefties really play their, you know, it's a lot better matchup, lefties versus righties. A lefty pitcher, lefty hitter is a tough one. Righty on righty, not the easiest as well, but left-handed hitters, right-handed hitters, it's a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
Vice versa for righty pitchers, lefty hitters. Well, that's a ball high to Matt Donovan. Gonna be 3 ball, 1 strike count. We got Tom Lydon in the building. He's gonna start the rally here for the Wolverines. And Matty Donovan looking to get on base. He's a guy that can get his feet moving and steal a bag or two. Pitch from O'Brien, and there it is, ball 4. Matty Donovan going to get on board here. He's a guy that can do some damage on the base path and see how much attention he can get from the pitcher too. Pitcher/catcher.
Well, that's been the key for the Wolverines all game. They've been kind of playing the mental game with the pitcher. If you can get, him kind of focused behind you. We saw a balk today even. So, if you can
We saw a balk where a runner on third came across. You don't see that often.
So if you can,
So we
get
got
in
a
the
pinch
pitcher's
hitter
head.
here, and Willits. Sorry, Evan. Just wanted to
all good.
highlight Willits in the game, senior for the Wolverines. He's going to pinch hit for Dylan Kaplan. As we might see a bunt. We're seeing him show bunt. Holds back. Donovan on to second, and he's going to get there. Matty Donovan, big stolen base here. And he advances to second with 1 out. So good combo there. The fake bunt by Willits. And Donovan with the stolen base gets me up out of my chair.
That's what you need for the Wolverines, though. Now you have a runner in scoring position.
O'Brien looking in. Willits. As Donovan, certainly a distraction on second base. That pitch is low, going to be a ball. So 2 balls, no strikes. Donovan doing what Holliston has been doing, is getting the pitcher's attention and certainly becoming a bit of a distraction. Big lead by Donovan. That's another ball. So 3 balls and no strikes. And not just great patience, but you're getting more pitches out of O'Brien.
Absolutely. You're also in a batter-friendly situation.
Yeah, he's going to take a pitch there, smart. Strike called at the belt buckle. And 3 balls, 1 strike count. Got Donovan on second base. A ball through the infield. Donovan most likely will score, and that's going to be ball 4. So Willits will take first. And we're going to get Jake Abdu at the plate. So a big opportunity here for the freshman.
He's had a couple hits this game, I believe, and we've seen him get a little heat on those balls too. So you're going to see a mound visit here for the Panthers, but Westwood now has a favorable situation. 2 runners on. We haven't seen
you got
that
the top
in
of the
a
lineup
shot.
after Abdu as well.
That's a dangerous section of the lineup for the Wolverines. So if
We're going to get a new pitcher. So we're going to get a new pitcher. Interesting. And 17 for Holliston hasn't warmed up. He warmed up a while ago. We were sitting here, Tom, and a couple of the throws from the catcher back to the relief hit us a couple times. So that was a couple innings back. We've been safe for the last few innings. And oh, he was okay. So he was warming up. So I guess I've been too dialed. Very dialed in on the action here. As 17 going to come into pitch. Looks like Rebello for the Panthers. I see the coach talking to the umpire. That's typically a double switch when you see that. So it looks like O'Brien is going to stay in the game after being taken out as the pitcher, and I think he'll move to first base. So O'Brien will move to first. We get the double switcheroo. That's old school. When you see the manager go right to the umpire, that's about as American as it gets right there, the double switch in baseball.
Absolutely. And looking ahead this week, Morgan, I'm going to preview the sports week we have for us. Tomorrow, we're going to see girls softball versus Ashland.
Okay.
That's home
Clockers.
on the softball field.
Yeah.
Wednesday, we have track and field.
Now who are they up against?
I believe Ashland as well.
A little
it's gonna
TVL
be-
large matchup.
I
Yeah.
believe that's senior night for them. That's their
Yeah.
second home game this year.
That's
They
some
only
good
have
ones.
2, so a good one there. And two non-league matchups in lacrosse to round out the week. Some good ones coming into town.
Needham.
Girls lacrosse playing Franklin on Thursday. And then
Yes.
Saturday, boys lacrosse versus Needham. So it should be a good week of sports here
Big
at
week.
Westwood High School, as we see the ump now talking to
Yeah.
the new pitcher. Going to move back into position, and we're going to get ready to resume action here.
So we got Jake Abdu, the freshman, playing second base today. He's a guy that's been able to get the bat on the ball, and exactly what you want when you got runners on first and second. Getting that ball on the ground through a gap you could score Donovan from second as he's taking a big lead. That's a first pitch ball. Has good eyes there by Abdu. Abdu's mom and dad, both Westwood grads, love to see it. Dad was a 93 grad, and I believe mom was, I think, 98, 99. Both great athletes. Dad was a baseball player. Mom was a softball player.
Gonna have a pitch runner now.
Yes.
For
So we're going to
Willett.
get Kaplan coming back in the game, pinch running for Willett. Senior on senior switch. So Kaplan will most likely stay in the game at right field. And that's an interesting move. One pitch after the first pitch, you know. And I kind of like that. We have a dead ball, so what is this going to be called? That's going to be a balk.
Oh, another balk, a second.
He did not set, but so that's an interesting move by Whalen. So Coach Whalen does the switch after the first pitch. So it's as we mentioned, the game within the game. You know, typically you see the runner get to first, and then you make the switch. But after the first pitch, that is the game within the game. You know, the small things. It's like when you're playing in a golf match and you're trying to get in your friend's head. And now all of a sudden we got runners on second and third with one out.
I didn't have 2 balks on my
And a
scorecard for this game.
Good patience too by Abdu. He realized it's a 1-0 count. Forced this guy to pitch strikes, and now 2-0 count. He's got a favorable count ahead of him. 2 ducks on the pond. And also the sun on his side too. The sun just over the high school right now and takes ball 3.
You gotta imagine that has to be a challenge for the Holliston pitcher right now. It's really, it's hard for us right here. I'm struggling to look in the viewfinder even, and we're just
that sun is
spectators
definitely
essentially. So I
that
can only
sun is
imagine.
definitely a factor, particularly for the pitcher and center fielder, right in their eyes. 3-0 pitch, gonna be ball 4. We're gonna have bases loaded, folks, and we got Chase Warren coming to the plate. No, excuse me, we got Ryan Petrus. Chase Warren on deck. So Petrus coming to the plate, 1 for 3 on the day for the sophomore.
Worth mentioning, 1 out right now on the board for the Wolverines, so a favorable position for them right now here to swing away. If Petrus can make contact, get a hit.
Petrus, good eye there. That's a low first pitch ball. Petrus, as we mentioned, 1 for 3 on the day. I think he's gotten the bat on the ball every at bat. He's been hitting the ball sharply. If it hasn't been a hit, it's been a nice play in the field.
If he can find a gap here, if he can get a hit just into the shallow outfield and find a gap, he could score 1, maybe 2 runs.
Confidence from Petrus there, you know, taking that first pitch strike. You know, he's making Rubello throw strikes. That one is hit towards center field, looking for the gap. Right fielder trying to get under it, makes the play. Tagging from third is Donovan, and he's going to get across to tie the game at 5 apiece. That's how you draw it up. Small ball in the style of a sacrifice fly to right field. Donovan scores from third, and we are tied up at 5. And you know what? Dylan Kaplan was able to tag up from second to third too. So those are the small things that add up to big things. You have 2 outs now. If there is a pass ball, you get the lead run across the board. So really smart play by the Wolverines, not only just getting the runner across, but to ensure they get that runner from second to third. And big play.
And you got a big bat now in Chase Warren up.
Certainly do. He follows that one off. It's going to go out of play to the left. And hit something. Hopefully
shed.
not a car. A shed, okay.
Hit the DPW shed over there.
That shed has been hit as many times as the East Street Bridge. Luckily, the East Street Bridge hasn't been hit in a few years after we got a new bridge. There was clips year after year.
Well, I remember.
You know, if you go on YouTube, that East Street Bridge, at one point there was a lobster truck, and the lobsters were all over the place, the poor things.
When I was applying to jobs and I was years ago.
You're like, where's Westwood? Oh, it's that
Westwood.
place?
I went to YouTube and I looked. I wanted to see what Westwood was about, and that was one of the first things that did come up.
It's a bridge.
Yeah, the East Street
Jack
Bridge.
McMullen, a bridge. And, you know, it's good sports.
Good sports. I saw a video on the Toast Office.
Oh, did you? There we go.
That was one of the ones I watched.
2 balls. That's a ball hit to the outfield. Left fielder going to get under it. Kind of caught his feet a little bit. And that's going to be the end of the 6th inning. Wolverines able to tie it up 5-5. And we're going to go to the Top of the 7th inning.
I grew up right here in Islington, wearing the green and white for Westwood High. And those years taught me that every role matters. The unsung heroes, they complete the team. And that's at the heart of Neroli. From the cooks, to the servers, to the dishwashers, we're a team, delivering authentic Italian dishes to our community. I'm proud to sponsor our hometown teams, every player grinding it out, because I've been there. Teamwork built me. It built Neroli, and it's building Islington. So come join us for dinner, and let's cheer on our teams together.
Westwood High School Sports brought to you by Neroli Ristorante, authentically Italian. And Arch Orthodontics, creating generations of beautiful smiles with expert orthodontic care.
New pitcher for the Wolverines, Will Donahue in. No relation, but if he gets a 1-2-3 inning, he's my new cousin.
Yeah.
And he is going to be #1 cousin in the books right here for the Wolverines. Will Donahue, number 22 for your Wolverines. First pitch in the dirt, Bertone able to keep that in front of him. At the plate for Panthers, Salmon, number 4. Nice pitch there. Looks like it was called ball though. Outside, 2 balls. Sun really becoming a factor now.
This is the time, you know, worth mentioning this game started 30 minutes late, and it's more of a factor now than what we probably would have seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to think 30 minutes ago.
Ooh, Mac's gonna catch a piece of salmon. He's gonna get on first.
You have to imagine, you know, since we started a little late here, that sun's a little more, you know, lower than what we would have expected at this time of the game.
It is right in the eyes.
It's, yeah. And you know, it's you can see in the background, the high school, it's not, you know, that high school will help as we go a little later here, but it's really only if,
So we're gonna get a new pitcher here.
Oh, wow.
We're gonna see a new pitcher.
Quick change for the Wolverines.
It looks like, what do we got coming in? Can't see the number just yet.
No, it's not. Yeah, he's back 2, and it's hard with the sun in your eyes, so forgive us. But it's
Number
a fat
3.
number 3.
We don't have, I think it's gonna be Colin Johnson. We don't have him on the, I do not have him on the roster because Colin was not on the varsity roster to start the season. So Colin Johnson, I believe.
Getting a big
Pride of the Maze.
another hockey guy.
Yeah.
Had a big moment in the playoffs.
Colin Johnson.
Interesting call here by Coach Whalen. You know, normally you see a little longer for a pitcher, but
Love to see it. Colin Johnson. He's played some pressure-packed games so far this year.
Well,
he plays for the Gators, so he's played some big games, played some good competition.
I mean, yeah, you have to expect a lot of pressure in this situation, and 5-5, top of the 7th. The biggest thing here is you don't want to give up a run. I mean, you know, if you can keep this tied, you know, you're going to get your at-bats here regardless. But if you can keep it tied, you know, that's the best case scenario. There's a chance this goes into extra innings. But, you know, you'd rather keep it tied than have to be playing down a run, you know. It's not a complete, you know, game winner if Holliston gets a run here, but you want to keep it tied, keep that runner on. So it's an interesting strategy here. Yeah. Expect to see a steal here. I think, you know, Holliston's
I don't know. I mean, you got Bertone showing what he can do behind the plate, and I think he ain't going until there's contact. You know, the last thing you want to do is get that runner out, and you got no one on the base path.
The only thing I could see working in Holliston's advantage is the fielders have to catch it. And if that's sun right where it is, it's going to be a challenge no matter how Bertone throws it, unless it's right on the money.
Colin Johnson, the runner, is going. Throw by Bertone. That's going to be wide. Hits the runner, goes into center field. Warren chasing it down, and the runner's going to get to third safely. So Salmon gets to third as the ball hit him. It almost would have benefited more if the ball just went into center field, where there's less ground to cover for Warren to be able to track it and throw it, but Warren had to come all the way basically towards the infield because of the ricochet, and Salmon all the way over to third base with no outs.
And that's what Holliston wanted to do. They took the risk there. They saw it. They knew that they could get a chance. They have the sun working with them right now because they're up at bat. So it's honestly a heads-up play by the Panthers. It is a risky strategy. I'll give you that. Because, no outs right now. Actually, it's risky, but you can afford to take that risk right now. And now you have a runner in scoring position.
2 balls, no strikes. That's a hard hit ball. That's going to get through the infield. So run's going to score. Panthers take a 6-5 lead. And standing on first base is Roach with an RBI single.
The Panthers are fired up, as they should be. That was a huge sequence of events for them. Single in the outfield after a runner steals second and third, and taking a lead here late.
Yeah, checking out first. Runner gets back safely. Snyder, right fielder, up the plate. That's a ball outside. So Colin Johnson has the nickname Lenny, same name as his father. He was a great baseball player himself out of, I believe, Easton, and then went to play baseball at Roger Williams, Rhode Island. Gets the swing and miss there. Nice pitch there by Johnson. His wife, Nicole Johnson, softball player at Roger Williams. 2 awesome parents in the town of Westwood.
Mm-hmm. Sister Abby for
Yep.
Westwood softball as well.
2-year captain for the softball team. Works at Camellas too during the off season.
Yep. Might have to hit up Camellas after this, honestly.
Yeah. Pizza sounds pretty good right now. 2 balls, 1 strike. That ball is popped up, heading out of play, and will land out of play. That's going to even the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, good it was out of play because I certainly lost.
Yeah. You need the eye black on right now to help out with
I don't think the
visuals.
sunglasses are going to help anything at this point.
You got the glove, and glove is key. Do you know how to place the glove on the sun? And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Strikeout there. Johnson gets his first strikeout of the game, and a big strikeout there. Get the first out here in the bottom of the 7th.
I do not know how to place the glove on, but
The high heat by Johnson. Now Morrow going to come up to the plate. Johnson looking in at first, checking in on Roach. He's showing bunt. Ball hits the ground. Bertone onto first and gets the out. So Morrow able to advance Roach to second, and the Wolverines get the second out.
2 quick back-to-back outs, and I talked about a few moments ago, minimizing the damage here. You still have a chance at bat. If you can keep that runner on second and get your third out here, you're only down 1, and things can happen. You still have the meat of your lineup coming up. Chase Warren, I believe, was the last batter up.
Yes.
So you still have McGowan,
3,
Bertone,
4, 5.
Senjik. Those are guys that can make something happen.
Nice pitch there by Johnson. Getting stronger with each pitch. Love it. Not intimidated, the freshman out there battling. He's got the confidence from Coach Whalen. Have his name called. Curveball in there for a strike. Beautiful pitch there.
That's 2.
A twisted curveball there. Had a nice zip to that as it started outside the strike zone and worked his way in the strike zone. And he's cooking with some oil right now. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Johnson, impressive. Coming into the inning, and the Wolverines keeping it to a run. So Panthers up 6-5. Wolverines gonna get their at-bats here in the bottom of the 7th, and we'll be right back. We got a new pitcher in for the Panthers, Baker, number 13. Bertone gonna lead it off for the Wolverines. Bertone 2 for 3 on the day. And Wolverines do or die, down a run as Holliston able to plate a runner last half inning, or the top of the 7th. And Westwood's got to match that if they want to keep this game going on. And I'd imagine this game probably won't last longer than this inning with the sun where it's at. So
Really great mid-season test, for both these teams. Holliston, can you get a clutch win here and close out this game and get yourself closer to 500? Right now sitting at 4-6. Meanwhile, the Wolverines on a 4-game losing streak. Can you bounce back here, get something magic happening here late? Should be a great ending to this game. And you see here both teams fired up.
A lot of chatter over the Wolverine dugout. Johnny Baseball takes the first pitch ball.
And we're going to apologize for a bit of the camera stuff here. We are also fighting the elements here.
Bertone takes ball 2. So new pitcher, Baker. First 2 pitch balls to Bertone.
A bit of an interesting thing here. You don't want to walk the next 3 guys on because then you have...
Bertone gets a ball on that. Played by the third base. A throw on to first. He's going to get him in time. So a nice play there by the third baseman, Quinn. He's been impressive. He had that double play ball a couple innings back. Stepped on the bag and threw it on to first. So a leadoff out. That's big for the Panthers, as you know, with that sun where it's at, anything can happen.
Anything can happen. Senjik up to the plate now.
Senjik had a single in his last at-bat, 1 for 3 on the day. Dangerous guy to get on the base path as well with his speed. First pitch ball. So both dugouts getting their chatter going. That's going to be a call strike.
1-1 now.
Yeah. The essence of baseball when you see the dirt coming out of the catcher's mitt on a throw.
I know.
That is popped up. That will be out of play though, over the left fence.
Ooh.
And that hit some serious pavement.
Sounded rough from here, but you can see too, a pop fly right now could be not a guaranteed catch for a lot of these guys.
Nothing's guaranteed.
It is
Anything
hard
in play is not guaranteed right now.
to see.
The only person who's having a good view right now is the umpire and the catcher. Timeout call by Senjik is granted.
You can start to see though, from where we are, it's a little more harder, but the shadow of the building is starting to set. So give it about 5 or 10 more minutes here. That's in the dirt.
Yeah. And not to mention, you know what, the hitters are going to see it well.
Yeah.
With, the challenge they'll have is just the shadow of where that is at. But I'd rather the shadow any day over the sun in your eye. That is a ball high.
Full count.
It's going to make it a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. A good eye there by Senjik. Evan, we keep getting the long games, huh?
Luck of the draw.
That one is nubbed over to second base. Second baseman running in on it, onto first, and he gets it in time. His teammates are fired up. Bellison has made a few of those charging in and having to make a quick toss over to first base, which Wolverines will be down to their last out. And Evan, if your prediction could be timed in dramatic fashion, to be here.
Listen,
McGowan going deep.
I'm not saying nothing every time he's come up. I've said something, so I'm not going to say a word. I'm just going to let Teddy Ballgame have his at-bat here.
Yeah. Teddy Ballgame doing Teddy Ballgame things. And that is a ball hit to left field. It's high fly ball, but it is caught, and that is a third out, and the Panthers are going to come away 6-5 winners. A big win for the Panthers in a TVL large matchup, which, you know, the next time they play, there's going to be a lot on the line for that, as the TVL large, you know, is no free win. There's teams that anyone can win. Norwood got a win over Westwood, and, you know, that's the great thing about it, is you get another chance at it. So Panthers, you know, they get the win today.
Yeah, and a hard-fought battle for the Panthers for both teams, really. Both teams really had to come out here and earn it. Panthers just earned it a little more today, and overall, good win for them as they're looking to get at 500. Meanwhile, the Wolverines dropped to 500 now, 5-5 on the season, looking to find that magic they had early on in the season. And they'll look to bounce back again later this week versus Ashland here Wednesday. But overall, you know, a lot that both teams have to work on as they try to head towards the playoffs. Power rankings come out tomorrow, first power rankings of the year, so we will keep attention to that. But this team right now just focused on finding, you know, sort of their groove and figuring it back out for the Wolverines.
No, they certainly will. And that's going to do it here from Russ Downs Field. Evan Cardamino, I'm Morgan Donahue. Take care, folks. We'll see you all again soon.